Hello class, good evening. How are you all doing today? Is the Josh up today? Yep. Okay. So, I Gopal Paliwal, Master Teacher at Vedantu, welcome you all to today's session of Lakshya NTSE series. The Lakshya means focused. Okay. That's our target. Lakshya. That's our target. So, target NTSE. Let's crack it. And you'll crack it. I am sure about it. Just focus on the topics, just cover the syllabus, just be with Vedantu and you'll do it. Okay, so today's session is about how to score 100% in NTSE MET. Okay, it means like reaching to your maximum potential. This thing, how to score 100%, it means reaching to your maximum potential. Okay, suppose you started by, you took a test at the starting. Suppose now, before the session, you took 5 questions. You were not able to solve. Out of 4 questions you were not able to solve. So your score is 20%. Now your journey is to go from this 20 to 100. If you solve those 5 questions and if you were able to solve, let us say 4 questions out of it. So now your journey is to go from this 80% to 100%. Now I would like to tell you that both the journeys are tough. Both the journeys are tough, but with sincerity, with dedication and with proper planning, you can get it. Why do we need sincerity? Because without sincerity in our life, without being focused towards something, we cannot reach anything. Okay. Then why do we need hard work or smart work? Because this is what our preparatory time tells us. And how do we do this work? How do we do a smart work or how do we do a hard work? We do it by planning. Okay. So these are the 3 steps: sincerity, hard work or smart work, and planning. I will always say hard work and smart work. Never I will say hard work and never I will say only smart work, because these 2 things has to go side by side. We have to make a combination of hard work and smart work. So this is the main approach. You have to remember these things, bachcho. So those who are new here, those who are seeing me for the first time, my name is Gopal Paliwal. I am a master teacher at Vedantu and I'll be taking care of your NTSE MET, which is mental ability test. Okay, we'll be covering the whole syllabus. Before that, let me tell you why MET is important. Why MET is important? First thing, both MET and SET have their individual cutoff. Got it? Now, when you are, suppose you want a good rank and you want to be the top, if you want to have the pride and honor ki sir, I was in top 100 in whole India, I was in top 10 in whole India, for that you have to be absolutely like brutal in MET, because you cannot take it for granted. This is the 50% of your total marks. Your both stage 1 200 marks, 100 marks for MET. Stage 2 200 marks, 100 marks for MET. So this is a very huge part. Okay, in SET 3 subjects, and that too they look 3, but see, science will have physics, chemistry, biology. Okay, then social science will have your history, economics, civics, disaster, and am I missing any? History, economics, civics, disaster, and geography. Okay, five subjects here, and in maths only maths, right? So maths and aptitude, they will be like covering a whole package. And then some of the doubts which I was getting, that sir, I'm in the 9th grade, so can I start preparing for MET now and I can prepare for SET in the next year? Yes, you can do it. The sooner you begin, the better for you, class. So even if you are in grade 8, grade 9, no matter where you are, mental ability you can start solving. You can start solving mental ability questions, and do start preparing from now only, because mental ability questions are very important. And in every exam you will be going to attempt in the coming years after graduation also, you will need mental ability. You have to be better at mental ability. Okay, so yes, you can start from grade 9th. If you are in grade 10, don't think that, oh my god sir, I have to start it in grade 9th, I have missed it, now I won't be able to do it. It's not like that. You can start right now as well. Okay, but the only thing is the amount of hard work which will be needed from you will be more. So don't be afraid of hard work, don't be afraid of the smart work. Planning and all, I will be telling you how to approach. So this session is all about how to study. I'll be focusing majorly this on how to study for MAT. Okay, so let us first get some features. What are the instructions in the exam paper which you will be seeing? So the main thing, let us see, the main instructions for us are, first thing, total number of questions are 100 in MAT paper. Okay, stage 1 or stage 2, I am only talking about MAT. Okay, set part I am not talking right now. So I am only talking about MAT, and total number of questions there will be 100. Total time is 2 hours, which is 120 minutes. Okay, total questions 100, total time 120 minutes. Then each question carries 1 mark. That means my total marks of this paper is 100 marks. Okay, and let's focus on the next part, which is most important, that no negative marking. Those who don't know negative marking, what is negative marking? See, if you attempt, suppose if you are giving your paper, unit term paper or your yearly paper, if you are giving, if you give a wrong answer to any question, you will only get 0 in that part. That means if you attempt a question wrong, nothing is taken from you. You attempted a question wrong, leave it. What happens in negative marking, that when you attempt a wrong question, suppose you have got 10 marks from your, till now you have got 10 marks, now you attempt the next question wrong. So suppose for one wrong answer you have to give -1. So they will give you -1. That means from 10, from the marks which you have got, from that 1 mark will be taken out. Since there is no negative marking, so the no negative marking encourages you to attempt more and more question, and in our case attempt all questions. So the first point is attempt all questions, be it MAT, be it set, attempt all questions. All, will not leave a single question, always. Okay, so this is the main thing which we have to keep in our mind. And now you must be thinking that, sir, without even teaching us, you are starting with the exam pattern. See bachcho, we are not preparing here, or we are not sitting here for suppose ki I just have to learn something. We are preparing here to prepare for an exam, and that exam is a fight where lakhs of the students are fighting for it. So we have to be more brutal, we have to be more attacking, and we have to make strategy from now onwards, that how I am going to prepare in my how I am going to perform in my examination. Okay, so there's a saying like, the more you sweat during practice, the less you bleed in the war. Okay, so the more you sweat in the peace time, the less you bleed in this the less you bleed in the war. So it means ki the more practice you will do during the peace time, if war happens, you will bleed less. That means you have more chances of winning. Why? Because you are practicing. So this is the main part here. Will be sweating more, will get tired more during this peace time, so that the war, the examination time, we will bleed less, we'll get more marks, we'll get 100% marks. Okay, so the first part which I have told you very clearly, attempt all questions. We will not leave a single question, not a single question. Okay, now see, as you can see, you have 120 minutes and you have 100 questions. All of you can see this, right? 120 minutes, 100 questions, more than 1 minute per question. From here you can say more than 1 minute per question. And 1 minute, to make it sound more, let's say 60 seconds. 60 sounds more, na? Oh, 60 seconds. 1, 2, 3. So 60 is, it sounds more, right? So more than 1 minute per second you are, more than 1 minute per question you are getting. But remember this thing, class, that in this paper, some questions you can solve it in 10 seconds. Some questions you would be able to solve in 1 minute. Some questions you will be able to solve in 2 minutes. Some question you might not be able to solve in 10 minutes. Okay, it's all about the pattern and all. As we will be starting the classes, you will get to know that sometimes it becomes, suppose it's a very easy question, but sometimes you do not get the pattern. Okay, so in that case, how do you tackle the problems? How will you start preparing? All things we will be discussing today. Okay, so let's move ahead now, bachcho. And next thing, let us see what should be our strategy. What should be our strategy to study as well as in examination? Remember this thing, what I'm telling you here, math, we cannot study it like other subjects where, say, I'm first revising the theory, then I'll solve some problems, and in the exam I'll write. No. Okay, this strategy is for self-study as well as examination. This strategy is for self-study as well as examination. Okay, both. And the strategy which I will be talking about is about examination, and along with it I will be making it for your self-study time also, that how you will be doing your self-study according to this strategy. Okay, so the first point which I want to talk to you about in this strategy point is, try to go through the whole paper. We are talking about the paper point right now. So try to go through the whole paper in 100 minutes or 1 hour 40 minutes. That means 100 minutes means is what? 1 hour 40 minutes. Okay, that means what I have told. This is called first round of solving. What is happening sometimes? Why we need to go through the whole paper in first 100 minutes? Why we need to save those 20 minutes? What happens sometimes is, a student, I know a student of mine, like, he was attempting that paper and the first 10 or 20 questions were bit difficult. Now this got his confidence down, and he spent around, suppose, first 5 or 6 questions 10 minutes per question. So he was like, oh, I'm not able to solve this, then I'm not able to solve this. So 20 minutes passed by and you're still in the fifth question. It's a huge negative at the starting. But my point, now suppose you are in the same situation, you have solved 5 questions till now, and in that also you're not sure about 3 questions, and 20 or 30 minutes has already passed. 20 or 30 minutes has already passed. Now think, isn't it possible that maybe at the end, suppose you, now even if you will go, suppose say 1 question per minute or 2 questions, say 1 question per 2 minutes or something like that, suppose you are about to reach you reached up to only 80th question, and then since there was only 2 minutes left, what you did? You did Akkad Bakkad Bambe Bo or Jai Matari, Akkad Bakkad Bambe Bo, Akkad Bakkad Bambe Bo, and you mark all the questions because you don't have time to solve all those questions and you have to attempt all, which I have told you already. Okay, now assume a different scenario. Other student with the same paper, this student, what he did, up to 80th he have solved, I don't know, and some anxiety, some nervousness, time lagging. So in that case you may tend to make silly mistakes. Now assume the another student, what he is doing, that he is seeing first question he saw, it's bit difficult, left. First just read the question, he got to know ki yaar it will consume my more time because the pattern is bit difficult. He'll just look it for 30 seconds. Sir, pattern is more difficult. I'll do one thing. Just leave it for now. I'll solve it at the next part. In the next reading, I'll solve. Second question, okay, solved, done. Third question, bit difficult, leave. So this way, he was leaving lengthy questions and a bit difficult questions because the question paper contains 3 types of questions. Okay, easy, moderate, and tough. So he was, say, leaving the tough questions at the first, and suppose the lengthy questions which you know ki are, I know the problem solution, but it will be taking some time, let us say 5 minutes or something. So in 5 minutes I can get some other 5 questions done as well. So I will do it at the end. This is called planning. So what he did, that now in this part he was able to attempt all, he knew all 100 questions. He attempted all 100 questions in the first 100 minutes. Now, the previous student, as we know, has solved only up to 80 questions, and rest 20 questions he had done tukka or blind shooting, right? Now, in that blind shooting, what if those 81 to 100 questions, those 20 questions were the easiest one in that whole paper? It is possible, right? What if those 20 questions were the easiest one? And I'm telling you, it happens with many students, every year, every examination this happens. So this thing will not happen with us. Remember this thing, first round of reading or first round of solving, 100 minutes, we have to go through the whole paper. Leave the lengthy parts, leave the tough ones in the first reading. Okay, it's not like, sir, I have left 50 questions. It's not like that. As we'll studying more, you will get to know that which questions to leave, which questions to attempt first. All these things will be done. Okay, so for the first 100 questions, our aim is to go through all 100 questions in the first 100 minutes. Now I am left with 20 minutes, and I am sure right now that in this 100 questions, whatever 80 questions which were easy or moderate, I have already solved with proper understanding and with my complete focus. Okay, with my complete focus and proper understanding, and I know each question stands for 1 mark. So it doesn't matter कि I get those marks by solving easy questions or I get those marks by solving difficult questions. No, all the questions carry same weightage. So now, because of my planning, what I have done? Because of my planning, I was able to go through all the easy and moderate problems in the first 100 minutes. And now I am left with only those problems which are lengthy or difficult. And these problems are always kept in the middle to make students nervous. This is what the examination tends to figure it out. This is not the examination of knowledge. Remember this thing, all these national competition exams, they are not always about knowledge. They are always about your mindset, how you think about it, why you are different from the others. Okay, it may be possible that a student who may be a topper in their class have not got selected in NTSE, and every student has got selected into NTSE. Okay, so it all depends on the mindset, how you plan and how you go to the war. Okay, so this is the first round of reading, and in this part, first 100 minutes, our approach is to go through all those 100 questions so that we'll be able to solve all the easy and moderate types. Now we are left with say 20 or 15 difficult questions. Now we are left with 20, not 20, I'm saying more, say 15 or 10 difficult questions. 50 or 10 difficult questions we are left with. Okay, second point is, whenever you are solving, suppose you solve the first question, option is A. At that point only in the OMR, mark A. Do not wait ki sir, I will mark the OMR at the end of the point. No, that is also we are not doing. This is the strategy, and the way I am telling you this, I will also make it according to your self-study also. Don't worry, we'll be doing that as well. Okay, so mark the answers along with solving. Then in the rest 20 minutes, in the last 20 minutes, what we'll be doing, we'll solve the questions which we were not able to solve in the first round. So this is called your second round of solving. Okay, so the first round, which 20 or 15 questions which we have left, now those questions we will attempt. Okay, and in these questions I have already been going through. It's not like I have not seen the question and I have left. I already know which questions I knew that I know the solution, but they are a bit lengthy, so I will attempt them first. Then the questions which I was not able to get anything out of it, I will attempt those questions then. Okay, and suppose in the end, suppose my time also left, suppose out of those 15 questions which were there, you were able to solve, let us say, only 7 questions. You were able to solve in this 20, suppose it is now say 3 minutes left or 2 minutes left, and you were able to solve out of those 15 questions, only 7 questions. 80 questions you have solved earlier, or suppose 85 questions you have solved earlier, and now 7, so you have solved 92 questions which you are sure about it. Now those rest 6 or those rest 8 questions, those 8 questions are difficult for each and every student on this planet, because you have studied properly, right? So those 8 questions are difficult for everyone. So rather than wasting your time on those questions, now you will do akkad bakkad bambi in those questions because you are not able to reach there. So in this last 2 minutes, mark answer for all the remaining questions which you could not solve. So this is the strategy. Now how do we implement this in our self-study time. How do we implement this in our self-study time? Okay, so the main point is here that whenever we are solving mental ability questions, okay, whenever we are solving math questions, we will always solve it like a test paper. We will always solve it like a test paper. The number of questions, you can keep anything according to your practice. You can start with number of questions as 10. Keep the number of questions as 10, and your time limit, you can start with 15 minutes. So in 15 minutes, your target is to solve 10 questions. 10 question, 15 minutes. See how much time you have taken, how much time you were able to finish it. Suppose you were able to finish the this 10 questions in 12 minutes, then start reducing the time. So your aim is to reach from 15 minutes time limit to 10 minutes time limit. This is the limit we want to reach. Sometimes maybe all the questions were easy, so you were able to solve, but you will get the idea that even if with some difficult problems, I am able to solve 10 questions in 10 minutes. So that is a good speed which I am maintaining, and I am preparing myself for the examination. So always remember, bachcho, it's not like you are sleeping on the bed, one hand pen, one hand paper, and you are marking the question like this. No, math, if you want to solve, make it like a test paper. Solve it like a test paper. Once you are, see, now it will take a lot of time. Once suppose you were doing this test, 10 questions you were solving, 15 minutes. At the starting, suppose you were able to solve only 5 questions. Suppose at the starting you were able to solve only 5 questions. 5 questions are remaining. Now, once the paper is over, you will see that, okay, I have got out of the 10 marks, I have got 5 marks. Now let us see the 5 questions which I was not able to solve. How can I solve them? How can I solve them? Okay, this is the main thing which we have to learn now. Also, in this part also, suppose you are approaching the same thing. So out of those 10 questions, 5 easy questions you have done in the first reading. Make this habit, bacho. First reading, second reading, make this habit. 2 times we have to go through the paper. In a single examination, we have to go through paper 2 times. First round of solving, second round of solving. So in first round of solving, suppose out of 10 questions you solved 5. So in the next round, and suppose your 5 minutes are left. Again, in 5 minutes, out of those 5, even if you are able to solve only 1, good. Understood? So this is how we are going to practice math problems. Always creating a test for ourselves. Also, you can purchase, say, NCERT or NTSE previous year papers and attempt those papers on your own by keeping a stopwatch along with you, so that you can track your progress. It is very important, bachcho. I'm telling you, those who are not taking math as test papers or as test will hardly be able to finish the examination. They'll be like, "Arey yaar, I was in 50th question and time got over." It happens. It happens because without a proper planning, you won't be able to realize how much time matters. Okay, so this is the most important advice, and that trick, this trick only will lead you, along with your sincerity, your hard work, your smart work and planning, will lead you to score 100% in your math examination. Okay, this is the main strategy we are going to follow. This is the main strategy we are going to follow throughout our preparation for math. Math is a very interesting subject. Whenever you are not able to, suppose when you are the most interested in studies, I have told you, start with set. When you got tired, open math. I'm telling you, you'll feel a different energy while solving it, because no formulas, nothing. It's all like solving puzzle. And who doesn't like to solve puzzle? Tell me, right? It's all like solving puzzles. Okay, so this will be our strategy. This will be our strategy to score 100% marks in math. Always. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this as well. Okay, so this is our strategy. 2 rounds of reading. First round, all the easy and moderate ones will be doing in first 100 minutes. In the next 20 minutes, we'll do the second reading and we'll try to attempt all the questions which were there. The questions which we are not able to solve, at the end, in the last 2 or 3 minutes, we will do akkad bakkad bombi bo over. Okay, this is the strategy. Now let's look at some questions. What are the types of questions? So this is a question which is in your previous year in NTSE, that a newspaper has 6 sheets consisting of 24 pages in total. All of you know, right? If a newspaper I'm talking about, when I'm talking about a newspaper, so you know the newspaper sheets are so lengthy. Okay, so at the back side, suppose if it is 1, then 2, and then somewhere here. So all of you have seen the newspaper, right? 6 sheets are there. Okay, now they are saying if page number 17 of newspaper is missing, then find the set of missing pages in that newspaper from the alternatives given below. Okay, so my first approach will be, sir, obviously the answer will be 1 where 17 is given, and you can see 17 is given everywhere. So now we have to utilize our brain. What we can say, that's a total 6 sheets are there. This is my sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5 and sheet 6. All of you know how a newspaper are there. First sheet, second sheet, third sheet, fourth sheet, fifth sheet and sixth sheet. All are laid on top of each other, and then you will fold it in between, right? First sheet is here in your hand, keep the second sheet, keep the third sheet, keep the fourth sheet, keep the fifth, sixth, all the 6 sheets are there, and then you will fold it from here. Correct? So now see what is happening. The first sheet, half part is at the top and half part is at the bottom. So what is the order now? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Sixth, fifth, fourth, 3, 2, 1. So first paper here. So this first paper, page number 1, page number 2. So first sheet half part will be your page number 1, page number 2. Page number 3 and page number 4 will be on sheet 2. Page number 3 will have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Correct? Why? Because we have folded from in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All the 6 sheets. And as you know, the middle page you will see the 6 sheet and 6 sheet, they will be continuous, right? So now the next paper will be 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 and 23, 24. That means my sheet 1 will carry, as I have told you, sheet 1 will be the first page as well as the last page. So 1 and 2, 23 and 24. So where is the 17th page? 17th page is here. So what are the alternate pages? What are the pages we have lost? Page number 7, page number 8, page number 17, page number 18. So option 2 is the correct answer. Okay, so this is how you will be solving. Now see, have I used any formula? Till now you have seen a newspaper, but have you ever seen the newspaper in this way? Have you ever looked at a newspaper in this way? Right? So this is, even if a student doesn't know how to solve it, by this basic approach, can't you solve it on your own? Okay, this is why I'm telling you, math is the most interesting part of this examination. Do not fear it. Most interesting part. Got it? Chalo, let's move to the another question, which is this. Complete the following series. Now in this series, what happens? There has to be some relation. We have to join them with some relation, that any pattern. It could be any pattern. Okay, they all could be multiple of 6, but with some other. Suppose if I give you a series, say 1. If I give you a series, let us say 1, 3. If I give you a series like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. So you will get to know that this is a series of odd numbers. If I give you 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 and so on. So you will get to know that this is a series of prime numbers. Okay, so this way there has to be some relation. There has to be some relation. If I give you a series of, let us say 1, 4, 9 and then let us say 16, 25 and so on. So we will get to know that this is a squared numbered, right? So some pattern which will be following all. This pattern could be anything. Anything. Now see, let us see here. This is 6, 24, 60. I don't know what is here, and 210. Okay. Now see, I saw ki sir 6 ones are, 6 fours are. So what is this? Sir, this is 6 1 times. This is 6 4 times. Okay, so what I got to know, ki sir, see, it is 1 time, that is 4 times. So we are leaving plus 3. 6 into 1. Now 1 plus 3 is 4. So 6 into 4. So let us see, 4 plus 3 is what? 7. 6 sevens are 42. Is it 42? No. that logic is not sitting here. Then I told ki sir 6 into 1 is 1 square, then 6 into 4, 4 is 2 square, so 6 into 3, 3 square, 6 into 3 square is what? 9. 6 9s are 54, again 60 is not cutting here, correct? Okay, so this way you have to think of multiple logics, think in multiple logics, and then you will get to know one more logic ki sir, whenever this multiplication is not working, and if you will see the difference between them is also not getting in the same way. So when this is not happening, I will focus on the square numbers. Okay, so suppose if I look at suppose 1 square plus 5, so 2 square plus 5, no. If I look at 2 square plus 2 square plus 2, so this is not 3 square plus 2. Okay, so square numbers are also not working. After square numbers, which power? Since they are very far away, I will think about powers also. So let us think about the cube numbers. So it is what? 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64, and 5 cube is 125, 6 cube is 216, and so on. Now if you will see, leave this one. Can you see 6 and 8 are near? 24, 27 are closer, 60 and 64 are closer. So we have to identify ki haan, cube series mein numbers are close somewhere to each other. How much? This 6, I can say, sir, it is 8 minus 2, which means, sir, it is 2 cube minus 2. Haan, correct. If I apply the same logic, what is 24? 24 is 27 minus 3. So it is 3 cube minus 3. Oh ho ho ho. Now I got it, sir. It is 2 cube minus 2. It is 3 cube minus 3. But let us check what is 4 cube minus 4. 4 cube minus 4. 4 cube is 64. 64 minus 4 is 60. Done. We got the logic. If you want to check this also, this should be 6 cube. So 6 cube 216 minus 6 will give you 210. So this term will become 5 cube minus 5. That means 125 minus 5, which is equal to 120. So this number will be equal to what? 120. So see how interesting it is. These are very difficult questions. I'm telling you, a bit difficult questions, but as you will be practicing more and more and more types of problem, you will understand, and you will understand these problems can be solved, and you will get these ideas on your own. Ki acha sir, this is very close to cubic series, so this may be solved like that. Okay, chalo, let's solve one more question, and next question is of diagram types. Now it's such a good thing to know ki sir, see na sir, such a good subject math is ki it is giving us diagrams and how to solve the diagrams. Isn't it like puzzles? Now what is saying that these 4 diagrams, they are following a particular trend. So in following the same trend, what will be your answer here? What should be the next picture here? What should be the next picture here? Chalo. So I can see everywhere 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Everywhere there is a septagon, right? So let us draw a septagon. No need to draw. So for explaining part, I am doing it. There is no need to draw. You in exam you won't be drawing it. You will just focus. So there is a septagon. Now let us look all the shapes. Everywhere it is a circle, a square and an arrow. Circle, square and an arrow. Okay, chalo, let us start with circle. Circle here is at this point. Now it has moved to this point. So how many places it has moved? 1, 2. Now from here it has moved here. So you can see again, circle has moved 2 places, and from here it has moved 2 places again. So I now know that the trend of circle is what? To move 2 places. So circle from here, if it moves 2 places, 1 and 2. So the circle is moving here. The circle is moving here. So that means my option A is wrong, because circle has to be here. Now let us look at the next part, arrow. Here you can see arrow was here, arrow moved from here to here 2 places. Then from here I can see again arrow moved from here to here 2 places. Again arrow moved from here to here 2 places. So arrow will also again move 2 places. So arrow should be somewhere here. So my arrow has to be here. Where do I get arrow here? Here can be, here can be. D is also wrong. Now we need to find out where will be the square. Let us see how square is moving. Let us see how square is moving. Now the square is moving, suppose is it moving in which direction? Okay, so square is going from here to here, so we'll say 1, 2, 3. Okay, after this from here, how many steps it is moving? 1, 2, 3. Okay, and from after how many steps it is moving? 1, 2, 3. So from here in the same direction, 1, 2, 3. So the square has to be present somewhere here. So let us draw the square somewhere here, and we got to know that my correct answer is C. My correct answer is C. So these are some of the tricks and tips which I have given you right now, but don't worry, the next week onwards when we are starting the series, NTSE Math series, I will be discussing each and every type of problems, but your main work will be to get a book, any book you can get for math, any practice book you can get, and NTSE previous year papers you have to get. These two books, get it and start practicing whatever topics we'll be studying from the next week onwards. Okay class, so I hope all of you enjoyed today's webinar. All of you enjoyed today's session, and I'll see you soon from the next week onwards. Every week we'll be having 2 classes for math, and I'll be taking care of your whole syllabus of math. So don't worry, do like, share and subscribe to this channel, and ask any doubts you have in the comment box, and I'll be taking it in the next video if it is really good. Okay, so this is all in today's session, bachcho. This is all in today's session. You can, this is one more question. Let's keep it as homework. Let's keep it as homework. This is your homework question. Let me see, wait. Let me see how many of you will be giving me correct answer for this. This is your homework question. Do comment your answer in the comment box. I want to know who will be giving me correct answer. This is your homework. Is this some pattern? You have to tell me what image will come here based on the same logic. Okay, so you can take a shot here, screenshot something, or you can solve it. Pause the video, you can solve it. So I think it is visible, the whole question visible now, right? So you can solve this question and post your answer in the comment box. Okay, so you can go to Vedantu site, you can download Vedantu's app. You will be having doubt solving facility there. Study material is there, as well as master classes are also available. Free master classes schedule of every free master classes is there. Do download Vedantu's app from the Play Store, and like, share and subscribe this video and this channel. Press the bell icon for this channel so that whenever we are having a new class for any reason or any new video we are getting, you will get a notification and you can join it and you will not miss any fun, right? Those who want to contact me can reach me here at gopal.paliwal@vedantu.com. Okay, so I hope all of you enjoyed today's this class, and I'll see you soon from the next class on next week onwards, and let's prepare for your NTSE together. And don't forget the strategy. Okay, don't forget that strategy, and let's see how many of you will be able to follow it. And this is my guarantee, those who are following it till the end, you are getting selected. This is my guarantee to you all. I'm telling you clearly, math, if you are following the strategy, if you are taking math as a test paper, if you are tracking your progress, how much time you are needing, time efficiency, that is all very important. Do that and you will get your math marks. Okay, chalo, bye bye class, good night. I'll see you soon from next week onwards. Do stay here. Okay, like, share and subscribe. Chalo, bye bye.